Welcome back to another weekly homework, and it is currently Monday the 5th of July in my time and Sunday the 4th of July in Laurie and Carla's time. Welcome
Hi.
back. Thanks for joining us. You're seeing Carla twice this week.
Yeah,
She's good.
it's been
She's on
a
holidays. Can you tell?
recording weekend.
And lovely Laurie is also here. So thank you, girls, for giving up your time on the 4th of July. I know that's a big day in America. Really appreciate you coming to share your weekly stitching plans.
All right.
All right. Well, we're going to jump straight into the daily 30. Now, daily 30 at this stage is still closed, but as soon as we hear it's opened up, we will let people know. We know there's lots of people who are really keen to join. But remember, play along. Listen to the prompts and just join in and do your own stitching. It's, almost as motivating as doing it for real.
Yep, I agree. So I'm going to read you the daily 30. This week we are doing Washington, D.C. week. And your prompts are either 200 stitches or 2 hours, 300 stitches or 3 hours. And I'm going to get to the nitty gritty because if you want to know about Washington, D.C., maybe you can join the daily 30 when it opens up, because I've learned so much about different areas since I've been in this group. So the first prompt, we're being prompted to stitch on a whip with something square in the design.
Okay. Well, when I thought of square, I originally went, oh my God, what have I got the square? And then I went, my chatelaine is based around a square border. And like the whole garden is square. So I'm going to be doing some more stitches on my Chinese garden mandala chatelaine because it has something square in the design.
Yes.
All right. Lori, are you up or am I up?
Yeah. Okay. So the windows in the barn and the outhouse here, I'm assuming that's an outhouse, those are square, all of that. So that's simple, windows, but I too have a chatelaine and it is roughly square, but I think it's square enough that we could do that. There, really quick. There you go. That's square. Well, there you go. That's square.
Yeah. So I think chatelaines are pretty good for a square. What about you, Carla?
Well, I already completed this prompt and I used my California Dreamin' because the sandbox down here that has the seal in it is square.
And I'm not sure.
Square.
That's square, the window.
So
there's square and there's rectangle.
Yep.
Go for a square if possible. We have no jurisdiction over how fussy they'll be with the answers, but try and make it as close to a square as possible. Awesome. Now we're doing a new thing today. Because we've run out of secret guests who want to come on at the moment, there's still a few lurking around, but we just can't tee the times up. We're actually going to move to a secret album. So if you are with the No New Starts, you will be able to actually try and pick whose album it is, like we did before, by guessing in the No New Starts post. But for everyone else who's not in No New Starts, firstly, No New Starts will be continuing next year, and we are going to be broadening the opportunities so that lots more people will be able to participate. But if you are dying to do actually No New Starts with No New Starts, then you'll be able to do that next year. So we'll keep you informed in a couple of months about that, but it will be opening up for new members in about October. So a little bit of No New Starts news there. With the secret album, this is actually to help all of you know how we might brainstorm an idea. So we haven't gone through this album and come up with any ideas, whereas our prompts, well, particularly for Daily 30, we've almost stitched most of them by the time we film this video. So we're going to brainstorm together this album and see if I can get there without showing you anything. Yeah, there we go. So first thing, something square in it.
Something square.
And I said not rectangle.
Well, her Design Works has that gingham that's squares.
Yes.
Lots of squares on her little sewing machine base.
That definitely the squares in the Design Works. I think that might be the only choice the person has.
I think so.
There you go.
All right. So the gingham in their design work.
Yep, Lisa's freezing. I would go with, I think she's going to end up popping out, but I would go with that sewing machine from the
Yes.
design. We can give her a few minutes, see if she comes back.
I'm back.
Okay.
It'll be
I had to
interesting to
do
see with me
adjusting
recording.
myself because
There you go.
Yeah,
I don't think it stopped.
no. So we'll see what happens. Okay.
Okay. All right. So I think we decided to go with that sewing
the gingham.
machine, and we'll
Yep.
move on to the next prompt. The next prompt is a stitch on a whip that reminds you of a freedom. Be sure to explain your choice.
Well, I thought there was lots of
So
ways. you could
something
look
with
at this.
freedom.
Lots of things you could do for freedom.
Laura, do
I've
you
heard
have
it again.
anything? Because I think we're going to lose Lisa again. Looks like she's freezing up again. There you go.
Am I back?
You're back. You're back.
Okay.
You look good. Like you're back for real.
I can still hear you. So hopefully the recording is hearing
I
me.
do have something. I'm going to choose one to
Oh,
represent.
nice choice.
Okay. I thought there's quite a few ways you could look at this.
All right, Lisa.
You're not hearing me?
Okay.
Are you hearing me?
Oh, yes.
Are you sure?
You're saying a couple words, then you freeze up.
It's going to be interesting to see the videos on my end. So I'll see what this looks like. This might be a really shambles of a video. I'm actually wondering if I can do my South American angel.
I don't know why you couldn't.
She's partying and dancing.
Yes.
She's free and happy and having a ball.
Yep.
So I'm thinking I might do that.
Okay.
I like, and
I
explaining
am
it out
thinking-
is a good thing. Yeah.
I'm thinking the Twin Towers and flag, because the flag stands for freedom.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm thinking, where my mind's going.
Laurie, you were going to say something else?
Yes, it's just explain it out. You know, a lot of ideas and creativity is honored in a lot of these groups if you just explain it out.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So I think
Paint the
that's exactly
picture.
the way to go. All right. So,
Try our secret album again.
yep, it should be up.
All right.
I'm actually thinking of the one that's right next to the sewing machine
Oh, yeah. You
because
could
it's
tie a
got
story to that.
mountains and sea,
Mhm.
the great outdoors,
Yep. You absolutely could tie that into being
or the
freedom.
beach.
The beach. There's flags on the beach.
But even
Yeah.
just freedom of like the freedom to do what you want. But even
Agree.
like that fairy riding a horned goat
Yeah.
or the gamer. She's got freedom to
Mhm.
just live in another world and use her imagination.
Yes.
Yeah. That would
I
really
think-
tie in well.
Yep, lots
Yeah.
of choices for the secret person there, as long as you got to do the explanation.
Right. Okay. So stitch on a whip with grapes or something you can drink from in the design.
Okay, I will share my screen
I
for
think.
you. And we're looking at my album this time. And you guys will know what I'm going to do for my grapes and something that you can drink from in the design. And I just got to find it. Here it is. My stitching shelf.
Oh, yeah.
And if I zoom in,
I am really excited to start this next year.
it's really cool. And it has got wine. And I think there's grapes in the edge around the wine as well.
Mhm. And I have something similar in that world travel bookshelf. I did
Oh, look,
I
you
did
even circled
up.
them.
this
Oh,
section.
nice.
And so they're sitting at a cafe drinking coffee or tea, and there's some cups there.
That's a drink.
Yes.
I think I'm going to use my teacup. Pretty much straightforward. And right there it is. Cup of tea. It's a Stitch and or Button Company. And it's a teacup.
Yep.
There we go.
We're going flick, flick, flick with the share today.
I keep trying to put the X and it's not that. So
That's all right. Now,
what's our guest have with hers?
there's no grapes.
Or his? Oh, is there anything on that
Alice.
the beach one or with Alice?
Well, you could drink out of a sand bucket.
You could.
I mean, it's
I'm
got an
surprised
ice
there's not
cream
a
and an
drink.
ice pole.
Ice cream cone. There's a chest.
I think the only chance this person would have, they probably are better to do the alternate stitches. I don't think they have anything. The closest would be the ice cream cone. And that I think would be pushing it a bit far. But if your ice cream melts, you do drink it.
The next one is, next prompt is stitch on a whip that's creepy.
Okay, I'm trying to find it before I flip to you. I have got plenty of choices for creepy, but because I'm trying to focus on my 21 projects for the next part of the month, I am going to focus on my Tiny Morris Spooky Hollow.
Nice.
Because it's very
I like
creepy.
that.
Yeah, and I think it's very creepy.
That might have to get added to my stash pile. I like that. I don't think I've seen that one before.
Yes, I have two that are possible and they're completely different. So I'll share both really quick. So Nevermore is obvious choice. You have the graveyard there, and ravens are considered, they're creepy for me. And let's go to another one, Get Kraken, which something coming out of the water, since I love to be on the water, is kind of creepy to me. So let me share that really quick. And you see the Kraken breaking that ship up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right.
For me, let's see, my creepy would be my Randall Spangler, and it's Trick or Treat 2. Because you got the witch and you got the Halloweeny. It's a creepy house, so that's what I would use.
Yeah. All right. Well, the secret guest has, I can see 3 creepy things on that page already.
Oh yeah, like the dog with the hat, a little creepy to me.
Yeah, the dog with the hat looks very creepy. You could find the bug that Alice is talking to creepy, or you could just go with the ice castle with all those dark windows that anyone could be looking out at you from.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
All right.
Okay. All right. Now this one is, they talk about the tallest structure in Washington, D.C., which is 555 feet tall, in case anybody wanted to know. Stitch on your tallest whip that is longest in height.
Yeah, now this one is a bit tricky for me because I know my longest whip, hands down, and that's my Fairy Tale Village, because it's my biggest whip, as in it is as long as I am tall, which is 5 foot 4 inches.
Wow.
164 centimeters for those of us who are metric. But I think my actual tallest one is my Ink Circles Big Red Ship of Life, because I know the piece of fabric I have on that is really huge. But I'm going to just take it easy and use my free pass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine are the Hades, the 2 Hades that I have going right now, As the Leaves Turn, which you've seen already, and World Travel Bookshelf, which you've seen already, so I won't share.
And honestly, I think if I was to go with my tallest, I thought that it was going to be the house, the Randall Spangler house, but I had somebody else tell me that that is actually not taller than Addie's window. So I'm going to show you Addie's window. This is actually taller. And I was surprised by that. And I think that's just deceptive because the house looks like it's so tall.
But
So,
I mean, they're wanting you to look at your stitch count. Now, there's no point us going to the secret person because we don't know the stitch counts necessarily of their
No.
pieces. So there's a few that could be deceptively tall. Hey, it's a puppy dog. All right. What's the last prompt?
sorry, I have a dog that the fireworks are now going to their finale and he's trying to protect me. So it looks like a Smithsonian Institute. You basically get to stitch on a whip in which all or part of the whip was free and let us know what and why.
Ooh, free whip. Well, I have to look, but mine will be one of the ones that's been gifted to me because that was free. The one that comes to mind right this second is Little House Needleworks ABCs because I know that I won that in a giveaway from Carla. So that was a free gift from Carla. So I could work on that one, I guess. But I might have some other choices because I do have lots of stitchy kind friends.
I have, well, it's an older whip, but it was offered free on Instagram by Saucy Girl, and it's 2020 pandemic. Some of you might recognize this. So, free download.
That's true. That's a good one.
All right, the finale is going, so I'm going to try and do this quick. My free one is my Cinnamon Star House. And how that happened is somebody had purchased it, two of them, and they had posted on Facebook and said that they had two, inadvertently purchased two, and I tried to buy one off of her, and she said no, she'd send it to me for free.
Aww.
So she sent it
So
to me.
many lovely stitchy people. Talking of
There it
cinnamon
is.
stars, Laurie, you just FFO'd yours. I think the viewers want to see it because it looks so cool. Not trying to show up your lack of stitching, Carla.
No, that's okay.
There we go.
It gives me something to look forward to. I know how to, I want to frame it now. That's beautiful.
That's a really good frame for it, Laurie. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And again, we have no idea what the secret person got for free, so we'll pass on them. All right.
That's it. That's all for Daily 30.
Awesome. All right. So the next one that we've got is Supernatural Stitches. Now, remember, this group is open to anyone. You can join, and it's really good if you want to have specific prompts. But again, I like to do it where each prompt is a different piece because you can do however many 100 stitches you like. So if my prompts, if my pieces that I'm stitching on this week will fit the prompts, I probably will be able to knock all 12 over this week because I've got quite a lot of stitching ahead of me. All right, we are on season 4, episode 20, The Rapture. Number 1, stitch on a project that shows a quiet setting or represents someone's hobby. And remember, we want to try and double dip with the ones we've already shown, so you can just talk about it. We don't have to show it unless we need to show something different. So Laurie, you're first.
I am first, but it has to be something different than what I've shown. But I would do grounding force because it shows needlework and needlework piece there.
Cool. Carla?
I'm going to say mine. I'm not going to need to pop it up. It's California Dreaming because it's on the beach and it's quiet and something that we do here is camp.
And mine will be not shown either. Stitching time too, like Laurie. My hobby is needlework, so stitching my time away. All right, the second one, normally I'd be great with, but not so much with what I've currently got. Stitch on a project with an angel or a celestial body or an outer space theme. An angel, a celestial body, or an outer space theme.
Holiday Quaker for me. I'll share it really quick. There's a few angels here. There's one there and one there.
Great.
There you go.
I am not seeing an angel or out of space, anything. So that one probably wouldn't work for me. Oh, wait a minute. This would work. I found one. Let me share it. That's the wrong one. So hold on a second. Let me get the right one because it must have bounced over. Oh, buggers.
She's struggling
Well,
to find it.
I am struggling to find it because people are messaging me and it keeps bouncing me around. Let's see. That's not the one I wanted. It was, there. That's the one I was looking for. Out of
Celestial.
space. So
Yep,
that's
out of space.
celestial. I'll go with that.
Well, as I said, I was just thinking, I don't know if I have any angels in my 21 and 21, but if I go with the celestial, once upon a fairy tale, definitely got lots of celestial happening there. And that's
Oh,
the
I
next
didn't
piece
even
I'm
think
working on
about
today.
that one.
So I'm really happy. All right. Stitch on a project that includes a fully clothed human figure or something a human can drink.
Well, Addie's window has a human figure fully clothed. She's the little girl sitting there reading her book, and we already showed that.
Yep. Lori?
As the leaves turn to double dip, the lady in the cotton patch is fully dressed.
She is, you'd hope so.
Yeah.
And for me, double dipping, my South American angel's fully dressed, even though she's at a party. She still has all her clothes on at this stage.
Right?
So, who knows what's going to happen later when she's had a few too many drinks. All right. Stitch on a project that features a human dwelling or which you've had to do some frogging.
No.
Oh, well, I did Cinnamon Stars. That's a human dwelling.
I would do Cozy Cove. There, I frogged. And it's a dwelling.
I had to frog that one too,
Yeah.
but that's not the one I'll do because it's not on my list. Spring House Trio, human dwellings. Stitch on a project you consider your current weakness that you just can't put down.
That's hard. It's been hard this week. There's a lot that I've been enjoying stitching on. But you know
Yeah.
what? The one that I've put the most stitches on recently has been California Dreaming, and I've been having fun with that.
There you go.
That parrot's coming out of the trees and just really enjoying the stitch.
For me, it'd be Get Crackin'. I haven't been able to fit it in a lot of prompts, but it's a lot of Gloriana silk, and I just enjoy working on it and the fabric that it's on. So,
Well, for me, it's this one. My Once Upon My Fairy Tale Village by Abris Arts. I just love it. It's really, really, really cool. So I will be doing that one for that prompt.
Did you start in the middle on that and are
Yes.
working your way out? Okay.
Yes, and lovely Sasha and I were talking about it the other night because, hold on, let me share it again. Makes sense. I'm looking at it, but you can't see it. I know this is the most blurriest photo. I really need to change it. We are both stitching on this house here in the middle. And then the question was, well, do you go left or do you go right?
Mm-hmm.
So she's decided to keep going right first because she really likes this house at the end. She wants to do that last.
Ah.
I'm undecided because my brain says go back and do the left and then keep stitching to the right like you're reading a book. But then part of me thinks, well, it makes sense if you're already in the lake to finish the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I will go and finish the lake and then I'll go back here and then I'll go back there. I don't know.
I was going to say, can you seesaw back and forth relatively easy if you do a page from each side off of the center?
Yeah, definitely. So that's pretty cool. All right, next one is stitch on a project that shows a bridge, references time, or uses equipment you borrowed from another. I've already shown both those ones.
I'm going to do the, yeah. Let's see if I can do this, the fairy tale, because there is a bridge. I know I saw one in here somewhere.
You're just showing me there's an archway. I can get a bonus now.
Yep. There's a boat. There's got to be a bridge in there.
I'm sure there's a bridge. Well, that archway is like a bridge up top.
Mm-hmm.
I will go on that similar theme on Alhambra Garden Mandala. There's a battlement at the top and there's crenellation, so I'm sure people had to walk up there in order to be able to use that. Let me show that real quick. Because it was a castle. So these
Oh, yeah.
common
Cool.
areas where people had to move up there. So yeah, there you go.
Okay. Ha, straight to me. I saved the flicking a bit. The Tower of London Bridge in my world's postage stamps.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. I found another one to do, and I will be working on that this week for the monthly. Okay. Oh, this one we don't need to talk about, but the letters of anything. Stunt Demon, number 3. So I presume you could even use the number 3, but STUNDEMO.
Yep. This is freezing up.
Oh, really? Did you hear Stunt Demon?
I heard number 3.
Oh, Stunt Demon, number 3. STUNTDEMON. All right, next one. These are such, like, they make sense when you read the story, but when you just read the prompt, they're like bizarre, conflicting things. Stitch on a project that includes cows or farm animals, or is related to superheroes and Marvel comic book characters.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one. This is thinking out of the box, but I went, there's alligator farms and there's an alligator and alligator girl.
That's
So
out
I'll
of the
go with
box.
that one.
It's
Not your
supernatural.
normal farm characters, granted, with your cow and chicken, but they have alligator farms.
Cool. What you got, Laurie?
Oh, for alligator farms.
Not alligator farms, farm animals.
No. What do you, your farm animals?
Oh, my farm animals and Cozy Cove, the farm animals here. In the field, there's some cows.
I remember when we found them earlier. It was so exciting.
Yes.
Okay. The next prompt is stitch on a project that infers family.
Well, I could use, well, I don't want to use that. I was going to say I could use my happy camper, but the house could be family. Twilight, my elderly couple here, I think, is family.
Yes.
And I just realized I forgot to say mine. My farm animals is in my nativity, this sheep. Sorry.
No, that's good.
That's a good one.
Mm.
So I have these bears. What is the name? Christmas bears. It was a free download, but you have Mama Bear, Papa Bear, and Baby Bear.
Yeah.
Family.
Oh.
Nice.
All right. I've zoomed in on this one. Thinking outside the box. There is a family of pandas
I have a Max.
in the amazing animal kingdom.
I don't know if you can hear the fireworks going
No,
off.
it's all good.
We have
Amazing
the
Animal
same
Kingdom bookshelf has a family of pandas in it. So I'm going to go with a panda family.
Oh, I think Lisa's freezing again.
Again? I'm back. Okay.
Okay.
The next one is, oh my goodness. Stitch on a project you feel rededicated and might even do monogamous stitching on. I'm not doing that one. It doesn't fit in with my plans. No, we're all passing on that. All right, last one. Stitch on a project that represents a dark place physically or spiritually.
Oh no, it's kind of hard to.
Mine will be my spooky hollow. A scary place. You feel sad, scared.
Yeah, mine's
You could do
Nevermore.
your dark place in your house, Carla.
I could.
If
Yeah,
you
I'm
live
just
there,
kind
you'd
of
be
looking.
sad.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, mine is Nevermore. I showed it earlier. Poe, he's the Raven, dark.
Okay, so that is supernatural stitches. So hopefully that gives you a couple of ideas. Now, there's nothing else happening weekly that we haven't already mentioned, but there is an extra monthly one I just want to give some kudos to, and that is that the Mythological Stitches have restarted up their monthly prompts, and they have got two things happening. They have an extra fun, which basically is a challenge to do with something that's, you can stitch while you're doing it, but you basically just put a comment for fun. And that's to watch a movie, TV show, listen to an audiobook, or read something that has to do with water theme or setting. So that's a fun thing you can do just for fun. And the monthly challenge is on water deities. And again, like Daily 30, there's a hell of a lot of research and really good information that if you're interested in anything mythological, join the group and read up about all these mythological beings. It's quite fascinating. Their monthlies are 500 stitches. So stitch 500 stitches on a project that has something with a tail, a drink that could be narcotic, alcoholic, or a place that could have caves. And I'm frozen again. 500 stitches on a project with clouds or has something with scales or fangs. 500 on a project with a woman or a project you can describe as chaos. And 500 on a project you can relate to motherhood or love. 500 on a project with a woman or using floss colors of light blue.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, my internet's having a few connections, as you can tell. So hopefully you heard all about the mythological challenges. If not, go and check out the group, join it, and have fun stitching monthly prompts for them. Okay, other groups. There's lots and lots of other groups. I know us three are in a couple of them having lots of fun. Carla, which one's your favorite this week?
My favorite is Survival of the Stitchiest, and we had a fireworks party, and that has been going on this weekend where we stitched basically 1,200 stitches to get all of our fireworks, and it was fun. So, and I got a lot of stitches in.
Yeah, we had to do 1,200 stitches. We didn't have to do 1,200, anything from 50 to 1,200 in 36
Right.
hours. So that was a good challenge.
It
What
was.
about you, Laurie?
Dynasty of Dragons, we're in an off week, so the round has ended and we're building a pub. It's collective, so you don't really need to have a Dynasty identity. Rogues are welcome to participate. And we are doing contributing stitches to contribute items to building the pub, like grout or shingles or bricks or wood, that kind of thing. And it seems to be a progressive event. So once we have these basic ingredients, the moderators will put out additional prompts.
Cool.
It's nice because you don't have to match your whip to a prompt. You stitch on whatever you want to, and it's in easy increments to scale, like 50 stitches, 100 stitches. So it's going well. I like it.
Awesome.
Yeah, that Survival of the Stitches is like that too. You can stitch on whatever project you want. You don't have to tie it to a prompt, which is nice.
Yeah,
Right.
and the one I'm enjoying this week as well is also the Pirates Ahoy, because same thing. I just put my one post at the start of the day and my one post at the end, and all the stitches in the middle count. It's so easy. And our pirate ship is currently about to set sail. It's been collecting a treasure, and it's actually now about to go on a treasure hunt, but we got a sale for 3,000 stitches cumulative between it. And when you've got a really good crew like I do, we're whipping through the miles on the ocean. So see what happens. We've got a big battle coming up soon. Crystal Academy is continuing on with its normal learning your spells. And this week you can start to work on the forensic studies for magical use. So for me, that is actually my fairy tale village. Yeah. What are you doing for that one, Laurie?
You know, I don't remember.
Oh, I can tell you. One moment. You are doing Language of Flowers.
Oh, nice. And that double dips nicely with Semi-Sane's Alphabet and my zombie run with Daily 30.
Oh, that's good. And that's going to be the 750 stitches. I'm getting more used to doing the 50 stitches, taking a photo, the 100, then you do another 100, take a photo, then, you know, whatever. But that first 50 and 100 is pain in the bum to stop. I don't like stopping. What about you, Carla? What are you doing for this week?
I'm using Hazel's World. That's my project for this week. I used my zombie run pieces and assigned them to each week of the class, and that's what I've been using. So this week it's Hazel's World. So we'll get some miles.
That'll double dip beautifully with your space sort of thing, which is good. Okay, so that's what we're up to. Lots and lots of fun and games, guys.
Can I bring up one more real quick? Just because this is a No New Starts group, and I want people to think about participating in the whip riff-off that's going on this week. I don't think it's done until Friday. If you're having problems figuring out your prompt, the word was patriotic. We helped a couple people yesterday on, they jumped into Zoom and they said, we don't have anything that's patriotic. Paint the story. You could have a picnic scene and make it patriotic for a 4th of July picnic. So don't be afraid to jump in and join that's I really have a lot of fun. I've done it the last 2 times and I was surprised. And at first I was very hesitant because it seemed like it was going to be like, oh, I'm going to be changing projects, but it's really fun thinking about how you can tie the next one to the next one to the next one. So I just wanted to throw out a holler for the whip riff off going on currently, and it's not too late. If you haven't joined it, jump in.
And also a bit of a call out, if you want help, then yes, as Carla said, jump onto the Zoom link that is in the No New Starts announcements, because there's often someone there who's very happy to help you with prompts, particularly in the US or Australian evening times. Not so good in the European times. All right. Well, thank you for joining us, and we will look forward to catching you guys next week. Hopefully this video worked. Bye.
Bye.